This is Kanangahape Road, central Auckland. Most people call it K Road. It's dirty, it's seedy, it's subversive. It's also edgy, diverse and colourful. My name is Six. For many years, K Road was my home. I was homeless. Now I edit the K Road Chronicle, a newspaper that gives K Road street people their own voice. It's been a shit couple of days. A couple of nights ago, I tripped and fell, broken my wrist in 3 places, so awaiting surgery. I was in hospital overnight, and sometime between going to hospital and arriving back at 2 o'clock the next afternoon, my house had been broken into. My laptop, which had the latest version of the Chronicle, pretty much ready to go to print, gone. So I not only have to find a new laptop, I have to completely redo the Chronicle. The police arrived to dust for fingerprints. It's not the first crime they've investigated at this housing estate. We had a murder here last year. I got the security door installed, and there's been a few dodgy people hanging around, but I think this is a targeted theft, to be honest. You can see there's no sign of forced entry at all. Yeah, maybe this person is homeless themselves. Maybe it's some random opportunist. And now I've got this major setback. I was close to going, forget the whole thing. But that's not who I am, and that's not what the Chronicle's about. What the Chronicle is about is telling stories of homelessness, complex as they are. Ben's story is a good example. Unlike most homeless people I know, he's not sure if he wants to get off the street.
I could do this forever. Live on the street. It's like camping, I guess, to me. Except I'm not in the bush somewhere, I'm in a concrete bush.
This morning he's got an appointment at Auckland City Mission to discuss emergency housing.
Mentally, I'm surviving out here 98% of the time, and the other 2% I deal with. Doesn't make a difference to me, but physically my body's gonna thank me for it.
Ben accepts a week's respite in a motel, yet when he gets there he's ambivalent about his decision.
It's just a different roof, I guess. Don't feel any different to being in my car park.
What are your reservations about getting housed?
There's been rules and things like that. If I'm not back by a certain time, I can't get in, and can't have music this loud past a certain time. So I guess being my own place, being able to do what I want, play music as loud as I want, when I want, will be cool.
I get the feeling that he would actually rather, at this stage, be on the street. And it'd probably take somebody a lot smarter than me to figure out why. Ben is one of the many stories I need to finish for this edition of the Chronicle. But because of the robbery, I'm way behind deadline. Was pretty much ready to print. It just needed a final proofreading, and we were there. Basically, I've lost a month's worth of sponsorship for the printing. There's just this constant flow-on effect. And I mean, I've got one good hand to put the whole damn thing together in the next 2 days. Then this morning, I got a parcel in the post. It's a lifesaver, a new laptop. Look at that. Oh, isn't that nice? The ladies that sent me this laptop, they're not wealthy people. You know, this is very generous of them. And they're not even from Auckland, but they believe in the value that the Chronicle has. The laptop arrived just in time because Ben's story has taken a dramatic turn. He was given emergency housing for a whole week, but after only a few days, he's been kicked out.
Because apparently they found someone in the bedroom while I wasn't here. And they were doing stuff that they shouldn't have been or some shit. The owner comes along and says, I don't want you here no more.
But do you sort of acknowledge that this is kind of a pattern in your life?
Yeah, yeah, it is a pattern. I don't know, I've never had my own place. I mean, I know that the landlord will have rules and stuff like that, but the landlord's not going to be on your face 24/7. I'll be allowed visitors, I'll be allowed to play music until the neighbours call noise control at 3 in the morning.
So what's going to happen now?
My support worker's talking with Wins and changing motels to one just down the road. It's got a gym. Wish it had a pool though, with this bloody hot weather. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, can they?
But sometimes beggars can be choosers. Now that he's in the system, Ben's on a path to get permanently housed. Today, he and a friend are going to view an apartment.
It's 2 bedrooms, it's an apartment. I don't know what floor it's on.
Is it clean and tidy?
Well, I'm hoping so. So where are we looking for? 11A. This one.
I think so. Welcome to Ben's world.
I could do this. The only thing I don't like is no deck. Oh God. That's a wee way up. Yeah, it's kind of setting off my anxiety a little bit. Not being so high up, but just not having that outside freedom feeling area. Or the feeling of freedom.
It's quite overwhelming. You know, I've heard this a lot from people in similar situations. And I did it myself. I went and slept outside the first couple of nights because there's that claustrophobia of having walls, and what happens if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, oh, I'm in a bed. Oh, it's my bed. It's my house. I was grappling with something we can all relate to. The conflict between needing security and wanting freedom. Ben is having the same dilemma.
I can live in a house, but happier on the streets.
You didn't want to be in the house?
No, I feel like a fish in a bowl with another building right across the road.
Does part of you just want to be back on the street?
To be honest, yeah.
His story, like all the others I've documented in this series, is complicated. What everyone shares is a traumatic past. It might have been poverty. It might have been addiction, abuse, unemployment, debt, or divorce. Whatever it was, no one ends up on the street because they want to be there. Despite all of this, their stories are a testament to their resilience. And that's what keeps me telling them in the K Road Chronicle.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.